All right, I got Gabi V back, world champion once again, the GOAT of women's arm wrestling, Gabi V. What's up, Gabi?
I'm very good. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Yeah, second time. That's right. That's right. So before we get into, I don't even know how many world championships this. How many is this one that you won in Romania?
It was my 25th and 26th senior world champion.
Oh, 26th. Oh, okay. I thought you had 30 something.
Yeah, I have other 6 junior titles, so I've learned that I shouldn't count them, but I do. But senior classes, like open classes, is 26.
Oh, just 26. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah. What do you do with them all? I mean, do you have like a pile of gold medals?
I do somewhere. I mean, I have some in my mom's house, some here. I used to hang them, but once it got too much, I kind of kept them in a box. So it was like too many things.
Yeah, that's hysterical. That's amazing. So before we get into
new ones here.
Oh, those are the new ones from Romania?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's impressive. So are those both right and left?
Yep. Here you have on the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, check that out. Senior. Okay, right arm and left arm. Wow. All right. Very nice. Very nice. So, what were some of the big names that you beat to get the new gold medal?
Probably the Russians and left arm, but right arm, we had Malin Klein-Smith in my class, and she was super strong. She got bad luck because we met each other in the first round, and then she fouled out. So I was crazy upset about it because I knew she could be in the finals with me. And I was worried about that because I know how good she is, but she didn't make it. And I think, wasn't her day. I mean, strength-wise, it was because she felt really strong, but she was so excited. I talked to her about it. She was so excited about being there and feeling confident enough to beat everyone else. She didn't keep her elbow on the table.
Yeah, so, I actually interviewed her yesterday, and really? we talked about it. Yeah, and she was upset that she didn't keep her elbow on the table, but she said she really wanted. She said that she was excited to get to arm wrestle you. So she said basically win, lose, or draw, she didn't really care. She just wanted to arm wrestle you.
Yeah, she was besides being super strong, she's super smart. So it's always a challenge because it's hard to know exactly what she plans to do, and she never plans the same, which is even harder to prepare at school against her. But she's awesome, and I'm 100% sure that next year or wherever she goes, she will be successful. Especially because she mentioned not coming in my class again. So for both of us.
Right. That's funny. And how were the Russian girls that you beat?
Honestly, it was the first time that I pulled both of them. And one that I can't remember the name was specifically strong. Yeah. So even when it's their first time pulling at Worlds, or I've never seen them before, or they've been there, but I'm very bad with that, with names and recognizing people. But even though they were young and apparently being there for their first or second time, they are always like Russians. They always come very well prepared. So don't ever underestimate any of them or any of the athletes that are there. I don't ever go easy on any of them because, I mean, they are the best of their country, right?
Right.
And they are at the World Championship. So nobody is weak or doesn't know what they're doing. And then I'll have to always be prepared at my max and do my best and perform the best way I can. So if I want to be the world champion, I have to always do that. And actually also one thing that is very good about worlds is that you don't really know who you're playing. So you can't prepare for someone specifically. You just have to prepare to be in your best way possible. And then when you go there and you grip with someone, it's always the first time. So it's always like, I always get excited and anxious and nervous and like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Because nobody knows. Although like people think, oh, you're going to win again. I don't ever think that. I always think that I have to earn a first place again or whatever I'm capable of earning. So my preparation always goes like I'm nobody and I have to be there and win to beat everyone else. So I have to be the strongest one.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I never like with a win before it happens.
Well, now talk about the preparation. What kind of preparation do you put in order to go into the world? Is it any different than any other super match or tournament?
When I have a super match, that's when it changes a little bit. But usually it's the same thing because I have like a lot of arm strength, but my hands and wrists always like whenever I get some time off, their strength like drop drastically. So I always have to be kind of recovering my hands and wrist strength. And not only recovering its strength, but always trying to improve because that's where I see it's my weak points. Like, and everybody knows that. And so I do a lot of wrists on those handles that go against it, your fingers.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I try to do a lot of whole work, like pull-ups or climbing, because I know it helps a lot with the strength on the hands, specifically, and all kinds of pull-ups with different grips and those things that you do like that.
Oh, yeah, for your forearms, yeah.
Basically, that's what I focus like on, at least doing a little bit more than what I'm used to for hands and wrists. But when I have a super match, then it goes different because then I have to focus on something that I know already what's coming. And it's probably when I train more on straps at the table, especially like when I trained for WAL and like for matches that have less strict rules than WAF. When you can like sleep in any position that it goes on straps. So I train more on straps and more on different styles of pulling because you have to be prepared to try something different if something happens, right?
Sure.
If something doesn't work, you still have like 4 or 3 or 2 rounds to try to recover. And that's what I focus like on being more prepared on my B game or C game or something like that.
I see. Yeah, well, that makes sense, of course, because like you said, you don't know who you're going against. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So can we talk about the big news?
Yes, I'm so good.
All right, Kat, I'll let you say it.
So, like, I'm extremely happy and surprised and like I'm speechless. I've been thinking about it like 100% of the time.
So
it was everything happened so fast that I'm trying to digest everything. Yeah.
All right, so the big news is you'll be pulling in a super match against the great Sara Backman
Yes.
once again.
Once again, it will be our fourth super match. I think we
Wow.
have to do like a best out of 5 super matches.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And how many have you won out of the 3 you've had already?
2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. She won the first one, right?
I lost the first one.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and then 6 months after that, I won, and I beat her here in Brazil in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And then last time at WAL.
Okay.
Like this, every time that we met, as some time has spent between the matches, like was always a different scenario, different situation, a different possibility. So again, it's going to be completely different because, well, she hurt and then she had surgery and then pandemics they came and then like I didn't train for a long time and she didn't stop training for all. So and like I'm not the only one who can see that she changed a lot. Physically she looks extremely strong. Stronger, and I'm sure she's stronger, but I don't know how much stronger like you can have appearance of being somehow, but it didn't know how much stronger we really are at the table. But I've changed my mind like the day I signed the contract, like yesterday, I changed completely my mentality of like again I have like I can count on anything. I've won the last 2 times. The last time I mean I didn't lose anything, but I can count on it. I have to prepare it like it never happened, and I'll have to be at my best shape ever because I think that when I last met her, I was in my best shape, but I'm 100% sure that that won't be enough this time. So I'll have to be better than I have ever gotten. So
yeah, I agree with you as far as how she looks because I was at the Olympia in Orlando in September and she was there. I didn't get a chance to meet her. She was, too busy, but I saw her and I didn't realize she really does look strong. She's like a very fit, muscular woman. Yeah, absolutely. Not that I think that you're going to lose. I don't think that at all. I don't think I think you're going to beat her pretty easily. Unless she decides that it's okay to come on my show and have an interview, then maybe it'll be even then.
Oh, okay. So I'm because I'm talking to you. Okay.
Yeah. That's usually how it works with my show. No, actually, what's the date?
It's either it's March. It's either 26th or 27th. There's 2.
And where is it going to be?
Sunday.
Where is it going to be?
In Dubai.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Okay. Who else is going to be?
King of the Table 3, but then they are gonna try to see if they can. I don't know if that's like what I think. They didn't tell me that, but I think they're gonna be like a queen of the table.
Oh,
right?
that's pretty cool. Oh, all right. Do you know who else is pulling that day?
No, I don't know.
No. Last time we spoke about Sara and the last super match you had against her in WAL, you were a little bit emotional because you said that you were getting a lot of trolls and people saying a lot of nasty things and bad things and so on and so forth. And you kind of had to overcome that. And it kind of fueled your fire, if you will, to beat her.
Yeah.
Are you witnessing that again? Are you going through that again? As far as the trolls and not yet, no.
Yeah, not yet. And hopefully I don't get it because it messes with your head. I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't
But,
blame you.
uh, but but no, I mean, obviously there's always gonna be a bunch of people who cheers for her and for
Hmm.
me, but differently. Uh, as we have just like one day of this news coming out.
Hmm.
Um, I I obviously read people saying that she's gonna win, and I've read people saying that I'm gonna win.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
for now, it's like very respectful comments, and
Right.
I do, I do want people to think that she's gonna win because that will fire me. Like they'll feel my fire too.
Yeah.
Just being respectful, right? So
Hmm.
um, yeah, I think and I hope, I really hope that this match can get a lot of attention, a lot of people wanting to watch, and a lot of discussion online about it. Like
Hmm.
it's good for women's in wrestling, and it's good for us to have like this opportunity to be seen, to be recognized, to be known by, because now, I mean, after WAL and it's coming getting bigger with Larry Wheels
Hmm.
promoting wrestling, we are starting to get like a new kind of fan base, like fans from other sports that are coming to ours, and they are for now they obviously know like the big names, right? And it's
Hmm.
good for the opportunities to be involved somehow, so they can start to know other great athletes that we have, and and because of that they're gonna like arm wrestling even more. Like it's not just like a couple of awesome guys, it's like there's a bunch of athletes around the world that are very good and that they can be a fan of, right?
Yeah. Now, Larry Wheels is doing really a hell of a job helping the sport, promoting the sport, and making it a little bit more. I wouldn't say mainstream, but he is definitely bringing, like you said, a different fan in. You know, he's because he's got the powerlifting people and bodybuilding people that are looking into it, because that's my background, right? And not that Larry Wheels brought me in; it was Paul Lynn that exposed me to it. But Larry Wheels definitely helps, because when he arm wrestles, like the the fan of my background is watching. You know, all the powerlifters and bodybuilders and so on and so forth. Yeah, he's doing one hell of a job, and I hope he keeps it up, because it's really great for the sport.
Yeah, and from what I can see, he enjoys it, right? He likes to pull, he likes to train in wrestling. So um, I used to say that once you start like competing and feeling that rush that it brings, you can't get rid of it anymore. So you don't really quit arm wrestling. You just like you may take a time off of it, but if he likes training like he seems to do, like I don't see him quitting arm wrestling anytime soon. Like he can maybe not compete so often like he's doing right now, but
Mhm.
he'll always be there, and it's good for us. So
Yeah, absolutely. And he seems to be getting better. His last match he did pretty good. He didn't win, but he won, I think, two. Right? Yeah, he won two against Brandon. He did. He
yeah,
did. He did better than I had expected. Better than most people expected, I think.
yeah, and also you can like we can you can see like now he's not only like uh, winning more, but he's improving his technique, and
Hmm.
he's like you can see that he's studying and training and trying to learn the best he can. So for me, when I lost first time, that's when it got me. That's when I started loving arm wrestling, because I knew that it, it's way more than it looks. So that's when I start like to train a lot, because you have to think, you have to prepare like technically and strategically and mentally, and knowing that everything that you prepare to do may have to change in last minute, or if your opponent does something different, then you have to try to recover from that. So not being easy, it that's is what like makes me love wrestling because it challenges all the time. And it's been like over 20 years that I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And it never gets easy. It never gets like, oh, I know whatever I'm going to do. It's like, it's always a process and you're always learning and you're always like constantly trying to improve yourself and be more prepared for whatever is.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. And you always have young opponents coming up, young challenges coming up, and you don't know how good they are or aren't, and so on and so forth. Like you said, at the Worlds, there were people that
And
you've never pulled before.
when you asked me about the Russians, that's what I was gonna say, because whenever the good Russians, like, it's not there anymore, there's always like 4 or more that came new, and they perform just as good. So I think that those countries, like those Eastern Europe countries, they I don't know how many generations they might have already of great teams being prepared, which is good. So it's always like a challenge, and there's always someone new, and you see all the time, like, oh, this new talent, and then this new person, and then it's like forever. It's good.
Yeah, and Eastern European athletes are among the best. Eastern Europe produces tremendous athletes. I mean, in not just arm wrestling, but in boxing and MMA and strongman. I mean, you see they come from one of those countries, whether it's the Ukraine or Russia or wherever, and you're like, oh, okay, you get your work cut out for you just because of the section of the world they come from, right?
Yeah, they have this culture of strength sports, like, I believe, because here in Brazil, we have like soccer.
Yes.
And soccer.
Yeah, no, you're right. You have soccer. It's true. Soccer is tremendous in Brazil. So did you get to check out any of the other matches? Did you see the Devin Larratt and John Brzenk match?
Yeah, I saw it, but I was coming back from Worlds that day, so I didn't get to see live. But yeah, I was again surprised because I'm so much of a fan of John.
Yeah.
That I wanted him to win so badly that I was Devin, because he was like giving so much work on the grip. He wouldn't listen to Bill Collins. I was like, Devin, come on.
Yeah.
Let him win. I was like, I need John to win.
I think a lot of people are cheering for John,
Yeah. I'm so happy he's back, and I hope he continues to pull for a while again. I mean, I don't know how much he wants to do it, but I hope he doesn't stop after that.
Yeah, well, I mean, his comeback, he is, increased like amazingly. He went from competition to better competition to better competition in less than a year.
Yeah,
I hope he still competes too, because he brings like a buzz around the sport.
he does, and it's incredible, like how he could, at his age, especially being so long time without even training, and come back at like the same level he was before.
Yeah, absolutely.
The difference, I think that now he's pulling against super heavies that are heavier than they used to be back in the day. I don't know.
Yes, maybe big guys now.
Yeah, like the super heavies before were like, I don't know how many kilos, 120 something. But now they're like 150, I don't know, 100, I don't know, 110 kilos.
Yeah, he is one huge human being. And speaking of which, what do you think about that upcoming match with Levon and Devin?
Yeah, that one will be, I don't know, like, I would say that Levon wins, but maybe Devin surprises me again.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, going up against,
I always think the other guy's gonna win.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I really like you, but
everybody likes him, except when you're going up against Levon, just his physical presence alone has to be so intimidating. He's such a huge huge human being. I was interviewing Matt Mask and Nancy Locke, and I said it's like almost like a Clydesdale horse. He's just this huge
Yeah.
person.
I remember him when he used to compete WAF, and I met him like a few times, but he still was like normal giant. Like he was like 120 kilos. I don't know. I remember him grabbing like a can of Coke, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't the can. It was just like his hand like that.
Yeah.
It's like, how come? And now he's like, I don't know, at least I don't know, 50 kilos bigger,
Yeah.
which is incredible. And he's not like super fat, and he climbs the rope, he does pull-ups, and which is like, how can he do it?
Yeah.
Incredible. He's super strong. And I think, I don't know, I have no idea. I think he will though have trouble with the rules because Devon owns the rules, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that's what happened like with Gasparini first time he pulled WL. And I think the ready go is the same, right? They close your hands and go, which he's not used to, but if he prepares right, he can at least don't have a problem because of that. Just because Devon himself, not to play against the rules, right? So if I just like I did, I studied a lot the rules for WAL. I was really worried about that because if I lost, I didn't want to lose because of the rules, because I wasn't used to it, right? So I think that's one of the things that he has to focus on.
Yeah. The one thing that we've learned about Devon is he overcomes adversity like nobody else.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did. He didn't just beat John Brzenk, he dominated him. And he didn't just beat Michael Todd that last time, he dominated him. And that's a big feat because those are two of the greatest arm wrestlers that ever lived. And he basically owned them. And so I can't confidently just say, oh, Levon's going to kill him, because
I don't think so. That
he definitely overcomes stress and adversity.
We all know how his endurance is, right?
Yes.
Even like if Levon brings him close to the pad, but he gets in a position that he can defend, he can be there forever.
Yeah.
Right. So, and we haven't seen Levon in a long match. Like he doesn't need to.
That's true. That's true. I wonder if Devon's going to take him into deep waters like that and make him run out of gas. That would be interesting. I can't wait to see that one. That's going to be interesting.
That's going to be good.
So now, getting back to you, when do you start training for the super match, or have you started already?
Today, right? Because tomorrow is Sunday. I mean, yesterday was Sunday. I think so. Today's gonna start everything. It's funny because usually I'm the opposite of Sarah. I don't have motivation to train all the time at the maximum. I always try to be lazy and do just and pretend that I'm training. And whenever I have to count to 15 and count to 8 and stop. But when I have like a goal like that challenges me a lot, something clicks inside my head. And sometimes I even want to train when I don't have to. Like I want to train on Sundays, and my coach says, "No, you have to rest this day." I was like, "No, but I have to improve that and improve that. Let's do some just table here at a kitchen table." He goes, "Calm down, like you have to prepare yourself." So yeah, I think despite holidays, I'm very focused, and I want to start training.
All right, good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Now, do you have any words for Sara? Anything you want to say?
No, no, I think I have no doubts that she would be like the best ever. And because of that and because of how I am, I'll be at my best too. So let's see what happens. I hope I'll win again.
I'm sure you will, you know. Although, you know, I would have to think, I had this conversation with Nancy and Matt yesterday. I would have to think that if she's anything like you or Nancy or Matt or any other competitive athlete, she's really, really going to train hard and try to overcome what happened last time. Because
Yeah.
that's an athlete's mentality.
The same way that because before WAO, she was invited to pull me like a couple of times before that, and she didn't. Yes. So when she said yes, I knew she would be ready, and she was. Not hurt. That was unfortunate, right? And this time again, like we've had opportunities before this, and it didn't go. It didn't happen. So now that she said yes again, I'm 100% sure that she will be like more than ready, more than prepared, and feeling that she'll win. Like, and that's the right thing to do, right? Take a match when you think you'll be ready for that. So I know that she'll be very good, very strong, and prepared to that in everything. So I'll have to be prepared and more prepared and stronger than her. And
well, I'm excited to see it, and
yeah,
and I'm going to be rooting for you because you know you've been on my show twice, and we're like friends now. So I'm going to be rooting for you, and it is March 26th to 27th in Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you know how we get to see it? Do you know where it's live streamed from?
Yeah, it's from Power Sports.
Power Sports.
Yeah, the same ones.
Okay. The same live stream as the last one. Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. So March 26th, 27th. Gabi, thank you. Congratulations on another world title.
Can I say something?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just want to show like one of the biggest like prides that I have myself. I don't know. Besides my medals and my titles, I do have this. You can see it.
Doping control. Okay. What doping control?
So I every time I go to Worlds, they pick me to do doping control.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like, I don't know, over 15 times that I've done it.
And what is that exactly?
Well, it's a top doping control test that you take to see, and if you fail, they take your title and then you get suspended for a couple of years or from 2 to 4 years.
So is it testing for performance enhancement drugs?
All kinds of
okay.
illegal things.
So basically what you're saying is you're beating these girls natural, drug-free, best in the world. That's right. Okay, I hear what you're saying. All right, good. That's fucking scary. Because could you imagine if you used any performance enhancement drugs, you'd be
Okay, I don't have the courage. I don't know. I've been asked to take anything.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I don't want to. I'm scared. I don't even take like, whenever I'm really serious training, like for Sara, I'll probably take some supplements like protein and vitamins. But even protein shakes, I don't like it. I don't like drinking things. I don't. Yeah. I take some like I could take some vitamins because there are pills that are tasteless, but like that, it's like something that we won't see me doing.
Yeah, like, they're gross. There's very few that taste good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have things against people who does it. I want to make clear that I don't, because people think I do. They always ask me like, what do you take? And I was like,
Yeah.
just nothing. And whenever I'm not trading serious, I drink a lot of beer. So
Well, I mean
yeah,
that alone means that you're a tremendous role model, and that you know, people don't have to take anything in order to be the best, in order to be competitive. It's what's up here and in your heart.
yeah, to like encourage people to train their, because train hard and be the best you can be,
Mm-hmm.
like without having, because I see people trying, like I work at a gym, I'm a personal trainer, people come and they train a month and they want to take something because they don't see results.
I see the same thing in the gym. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, so that's
ridiculous.
what I try to tell them, like I've I haven't uh uh been always the best one. I'm not the best one. I'm trying to be the best one, but I haven't always been like a reference that I'm starting to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always done it the right way. I think like
Good,
I've
good.
met everything and I've worked my way.
Yeah, and that's a testament to your greatness, and that's the truth, and that's why you're the best, because you know you don't cheat.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. Gabi, thank you, and congratulations on the world titles. Congratulations on passing 15 doping tests and proving to everybody that you're natural. And the best of luck to you in March. We'll probably talk before then.
Yeah.
But really, good luck. Thank you very much for coming on, and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, John. Thank
Thank
you,
you, Gabi.
guys.
We'll speak soon.
Bye. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.